Sure. I'm here to raise the issues that people of Ireland face. You know, and it'll be music to the people of Ireland's ears, because never on the main stage has the issues the people of Ireland face been spoke. You know, our government has long since abandoned the voices of the people of Ireland, and it's high time that America is made aware of what is going on in Ireland. What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. You know, our money is being spent on overseas issues that has nothing to do with the Irish people. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop. So issues need to be addressed, and the 40 million Irish Americans, as I said, need to hear this, because if not, there will be no place to come home and visit.
St. Patrick's Day around the world is a day rooted in community, humanity, friendship, and fellowship. Conor McGregor's remarks are wrong and do not reflect the spirit of St. Patrick's Day or the views of the people of Ireland.
Conor, the Taoiseach says you don't speak for the people of Ireland. Your response to that?
I am an employer of over 200 people, almost 300 people in the country of Ireland. He's an employer of none. Every available metric available to us has shown that the government of Ireland currently has failed the people of Ireland. In 10 years, Dublin city centre has gone from one of the most safest cities in Europe to one of the most dangerous. So shame on him for saying that, speaking down on an Irishman. I won't speak about him personally. I throw a jab, I could throw many jabs at them. I could throw jabs handily at them. However, I speak on the metrics, and the metrics show they've failed the people of Ireland. They do not represent the people of Ireland.
Conor,
and I'm
what
here.
do you say to people who feel it's inappropriate for you to be here, given...
God bless Ireland, God bless America.
Valentina Gomez, who's running for Congress in Texas, supports Conor McGregor. I fully support Conor McGregor for president of Ireland. These politicians allowed millions of illegals to invade our nations. Illegals getting free housing, food, healthcare, while we struggle to put food on the table.
St. Patrick's Day. Today was the day I always took advantage of and drank, used other drugs and substances, especially like in high school. Always skipped school, you know, living in Queens, New York. We would go into the city, take the subway, go to a friend's house, you know, drink, get wasted, and then I would always regret it the next day. You don't have to use days like today to make excuses to drink and numb yourself and hide from your problems. You could be sober every day and not feel like next day and regret it and tell yourself, oh, I'm never going to drink again, because a lot of you will probably be doing that tomorrow. So if you're struggling, if you need help, there's always a way out. You know, you can go to an AA meeting, call me, call a friend, call a family member. If you're struggling, you need help, there's always a way out. If you move a muscle, feelings change, you know? Feelings come and they go. In 15, 20 minutes from now, you probably won't be feeling the same way as you were before. So if you're feeling anxious, funny, froggy, just move a muscle, do something positive. And don't drink, don't use. Hit me up if you're struggling. I'll always be here.
The May 1st PFL event will be headlined by Phil Davis versus Rob Wilkinson, start of the PFL tournament.
Peaceful sleep. Every single night since the day before the press conference, I've had demonic dreams. Legions of demons are attacking me every single time I sleep, and not one time have I seen any peaceful sleep since that day. These demons surround me, and they try to fight me and provoke me to anger, and then the dream will switch, and they'll send beautiful women, and they're trying to get me to lust, to cheat on my wife.
I love Bryce, don't hold this against me, but therapy would do him wonders. If every time I had an intrusive thought, I thought, oh, it's the devil, I'd lose my mind. Intrusive thoughts aren't the devil, Bryce. Probably just fight anxiety manifesting itself in effed up thoughts. You've spoken against therapy plenty of times to say this shit. I think therapy is BS, but when you think you're being attacked by legions of demons and haven't slept, like, what the F else does one do? Jeremy Stevens' fight against Mason Jones on May 3 in Des Moines, Iowa. It's just a one-fight deal with the UFC, but if he has an impressive performance, maybe they'll re-sign him for more. Jalen Turner removed from the UFC roster. He retired. Soo Yul Kim removed from the UFC roster. She never even ended up fighting in the UFC. Some contractual issues prevented her from doing so. Former UFC fighter Carlos Felipe fighting in Russia on May 30th. Saturday sparked the fire again. 21 months out was a bit. Angry Vittori might be back. Time to win some fights. Brendan Allen, before I see you outside, what are you doing next? Who is going to retire? Who? They could do Brendan Allen versus Marvin Vittori next. They're both coming off losses. They're both close in the rankings, 8 and 10 in the division. And they both have a storyline. They scrapped in a casino once. They have a little bit of a feud. So that's a fight to do next. As far as Angry Vittori goes, yeah, it was a little weird not seeing him in a state of rage because he's always angry. This time out, he's pretty chill leading up to the fight. Regarding Ilya Topuria moving up to 155 and challenging Islam Makhachev, there's some talk that Makhachev doesn't want to fight him for whatever reason. Maybe he doesn't want to fight another 145er going up. Maybe he has aspirations of moving up himself.
My first sense is that's fake news, and it's a real insult to to Islam. I don't believe that Islam's scared to fight anybody. I think the evidence of that fact, which opponents took on Money Moicano with no training camp, no preparation, just because it's the right thing to do, and make sure that the golden rule is followed, which is the show must go forward. I don't believe it to be any more than a rumor. I also think it's a little bit insulting to be the one to have to ask Islam, will you fight a 45-pounder, considering that would make the third 45-pounder that Islam was forced to face. And the only thing Islam has ever told us is that he himself would like to change weights. So if he himself is not allowed to do the one thing that they're asking him to do 3 times over, I'm light on that. I don't think it happened.
Luke Rockhold getting ready for his fight with Chris Weidman in the GFL. That is the fight they're making next. The date is still to be announced.
3 miles hard, 3 miles nose breathing.
Bo Nickel taking on DeRitter May 3rd. Bo's happy to be fighting in Iowa. Happy to be fighting not in the Apex.
I fought twice in the Apex, and I would say that the virality of the moment is like a fraction of what it would be with the crowd, right? So, I think of some big fights in the Apex, Francis and Stipe, Poirier, Hooker. Like, imagine those fights with the crowd. Imagine how many viral, clips and highlights and moments there would be from those versus the, no crowd, no reaction. And as a fighter walking in, it feels weird. It doesn't even feel close to the real arena and a real crowd, and it feels like you're just going out there to spar. So I think that it affects the competition. I would love to see more shows in interesting places. I'm really excited to be in Des Moines and compete in Iowa. I got a big fan base there. A lot of people that know me, support me, and appreciate me.